a quick thing that somebody brought up, that why do I comment on points of view I may disagree with? And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of sad about that. I was sad that that was even a question that was asked seriously. The reason being is I don't like groupthink. I think that it takes far less courage, far less intestinal fortitude to just go with the flow with whichever group dynamic you choose to believe in, you choose to agree with, than to look at both sides and make decisions for yourself. Case in point, I watch two news sources, and I get them as extreme as I possibly can on either level. One is Blaze TV, ran by Glenn Beck. The other one is MSNBC, probably the furthest away from my thought process as possible. I do this because I want to see exactly what both sides are thinking at the extremes, so that I can take the good and the bad from both sides and come up with a solution that I agree with. The same thing is what I do with news content that I read every morning. Every single morning, I check out the Political Playbook and Daily Wire. Which, okay, they might not be as far away from each other. It would probably be as far away as Bill Clinton and George W. Bush, but hey, they're two opposing sides. And Ben Shapiro says a lot of things I agree with. He says a lot of things I disagree with. Political Playbook, talks about a lot of things I agree with, a lot of things I disagree with. But having both of those sides is essential for me to come up with a solution that makes sense to me. Finally, I have probably 400 and something books in this room. I can dare say that more than half I don't agree with. I don't agree with a single word they say. Case in point, right over here, there's Mein Kampf, there's State and Revolution, the Communist Manifesto. 3 books right off the bat that I think are written by a whole bunch of whack jobs. Let's see, over here there's a little bit of Fielding, a little bit of Pascal. I just don't agree with their premises. They write beautifully. And let's see, on the fiction route, we have a little bit of Les Mis, we have a little bit of The 120 Days of Sodom. If you ever read that book, I hope that you have a garbage bag next to you so you can throw up in it. And those are just a couple that I don't agree with them. The reason I read them is because, one, a lot of them were written by academics or were written and were deconstructed by people centuries later to come up with their premises now. I just think that it's important for someone to be as well-rounded as humanly possible so that they can agree with what they can agree with, disagree with what they don't, and know why.